Okay. So if you want, I'm giving example of each one. So series is like you will get number series and letter series questions. So for example, suppose you have number like 2, 3, 5, 7. What will be the next number? Anyone from the crowd? So this is example of
Odd numbers.
prime numbers.
Nine.
2 is not an odd number,
The prime numbers.
right? So what should be the next number then? Which is the next prime number?
11.
11, right? Yeah, but इतना easy नहीं होगा, थोड़ा सा complicated होगा. Since this is the presentation, I am giving easy question. Letter series, right? So this is series type question. So with practice, you can easily do it. It will be not very difficult. थोड़ा बहुत practice से आ जाएगा. CAT जैसे questions नहीं होंगे. So suppose if you have A, then E. Suppose this one is missing. O, U.
I.
I.
Right? These are
Vowel.
yeah. Okay. Analogist means suppose if it is written 4:16, then 5:to what? Let me give the answer options
25.
also. Yeah, let me give the answer option also. 25. Because यहाँ पे दो लॉजिक निकल सकता है, इसलिए 15, 30 and suppose 45. So according to this is 4 square. So this should be 5 square, which is 25. This is analogy, right? कभी कभार 25 नहीं है, 20 है अगर आंसर ऑप्शन में. If you don't have this answer option, if you have 20, then I can apply this logic. I am multiplying this 4 by 4. So same way here it will be. I am multiplying this by 4. So it will be 20. So it
1:4 का रेशियो हो जाएगा ना
yeah,
मैम?
1:4 का रेशियो 20, right? दोनों नहीं होंगे, आइडियली नहीं होना चाहिए. अगर दोनों हैं तो क्वेश्चन में गड़बड़ है फिर. Okay, ideally there shouldn't be two logic in one question. Okay, then similarly you can have odd man out, like they had given 2, 3, then 5, 7, 9, 16. So the odd one out is, sorry, not 9, directly 16. So odd one out is 16 because 16 is not a prime number, right? Coding decoding again very easy, right? So for example, कुछ भी लिख दिया लोगों ने, apple, right? So suppose we have apple. So now suppose this is written as BQQ, right? And suppose they're asking you the code of grapes. So tell me what is the logic here? Apple is coded as BQQFF.
Ma'am, the next alphabet.
Very good. Yeah, very good. So the next alphabet, na? A, the next is B. For P, the next is Q, right? Same here. For L, it is M. For E, it is F. So same way here. For G, it is H. R, it is S. A के लिए B आ जाएगा, Q आ जाएगा, F आ जाएगा, T आ जाएगा. बहुत बार तो आंसर ऑप्शन देखकर ही आंसर आ जाता है, right? So you don't have to do it entirely. Just looking at the answer option. P के लिए Q है, E के लिए F है, तो यहाँ पे P and D है हमारे पास. ये दोनों को चेक करो. अगर आंसर ऑप्शन से होता है तो आंसर ऑप्शन से ही कर लो. Okay, so this is coding decoding, which is very easy, I find. Venn diagram. So this is most of your engineering students, so you know Venn diagram, right? So suppose there are total 100 students. 50 they like for, or they had joined cricket club, right? and 60 had joined football club. Right? So obviously 100 ही students हैं, ये 50 होगा और ये अगर 60 होगा, तो there should be some intersection, some overlapping. Right? Because दोनों का sum आ रहा है 110. So this is Venn diagram. Right? Clocks में they will ask you, for example, at 120 degree, what, right? If the angle between both the hands is 120 degree, what is the time? 2 बार 120 degree होता है, वो time निकालना. There is a formula for that. Calendar, for example, today is Friday. So 22nd December 2025 will be what day? Something like this. Okay? Blood relation. So blood relation थोड़ा सा घुमा फिरा के देते हैं उन लोग. So suppose it is given my father's brother's wife's daughter, how she is related to me. Okay, what will be the answer? My father's brother's wife's daughter related to me.
Cousin.
Cousin sister.
Yeah, cousin. Cousin लिखना है सिर्फ. Sister नहीं, मतलब cousin sister नहीं बोलते इंग्लिश में. Only cousin, right? And don't write sister also. तुम लोग भाई बहन बुलाते होगे, but don't write sister. Only cousin. Direction sense. So suppose from wherever, from a particular point, a person is going to the left, then right, then left, ऐसे कुछ होगा, and finally facing to the south. So what is the initial direction? Right? See, I'm saying the questions orally, शायद से तुम लोगों को difficult लगता होगा, but once you solve it, it is not that difficult. Symbol notation, for example, they will give you A is represented by symbol theta. Symbol notation, coding, decoding are a little bit similar. B is lambda, suppose. C is suppose delta. So what will be the representation of cap? So from answer option, you have to pick. Right? Again, see, I am just framing very easy questions. थोड़ा बहुत उसमें twist हो सकता है. Linear and circular arrangement. Linear, for example, you have 8 people, right? Not mostly 8 people, 5-6 people. Then you are arranging them on a bench. Suppose they are facing north, right? They can be both direction also. कुछ भी कर सकते हैं वहाँ पे. So to the left we have B, and 2 places away to the A we have C. So then by using those data, you have to connect and make a linear arrangement. Right? ऐसे उनको linearly arrange करना है. Suppose you have 5 person. Circular में वही circular way में होगा. So circular, suppose there are 6 persons. So it will be something like this. Right? Say. In 5 different streams, right? Or 5 different branches of engineering, right? Then you have to arrange them, right? You have to place them in that order. Okay. Comparison में जैसे दे दिया कि score compare करना है या height compare करना है, right? So here you will have different parameters. जैसे मैंने वो example दिया, यहाँ पे एक तो लोग हैं, students हैं, right? You have students. Then you have their caps color. Then they are from different branches also, right? So जितना ज्यादा पैरामीटर उतना ज्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड होता है. Comparison में जैसे मैंने बोल दिया, they will compare, they will give you score and they will ask you to compare, or they will give the income, or they can give you height, weight. कभी कभार दो पैरामीटर भी आ सकता है. Height, weight दोनों compare करना है. Quant based puzzle. So mostly this will be something related to number. थोड़ा बहुत कुछ calculation होगा यहाँ पे. These are quant-based puzzles. Selections will be like, suppose, if it is given, suppose if A is selected, then only B will be selected. If B is selected, then C will be not selected. Right? So out of A to H, how many persons are required to form a group of, or how many ways you can form a group of minimum of 3 persons. Right? मैंने 1-2 statement ही दिया, you can have lots of data there. So which will confuse you. So again, that needs lots of patience
3%.
and right. मैंने एक दो statement ही दिया. You can have lots of data there. Okay. So which will confuse you. So again, that needs lots of patience on knowing the trick. Right. मैंने एक दो statement ही दिया. You can have reasoning में कोई जगह पे तुम लोगों को help लगे ना लगे, यहाँ पे तो help लगेगा ही. So deduction. So they will give you statement like this: all cats are dogs, some dogs are rats, right? And then you have to conclude from that. So by drawing Venn diagram, we do the conclusion. So that is the method of deduction. Syllogism बोलते हैं इसको, deduction syllogism. So you will have two statements, right? Two or more statements also. Two is the simplest one. And from there you have to draw out the conclusion. Input output, again, according to me, this is very easy. So यहाँ पे पहला एक input दिया होगा, right? So it is like a process you have to follow. Then they will give you step 1, step 2, step 3, ऐसे करके 4-5 steps देंगे. And finally the output is given. Now you have to crack the logic here in input output. And this logic you have to apply in the given question. So अब पहला वाला question number 1, they will give you another new input, right? So ऊपर के जो main question में जो logic दिया है, that question I have to use in this input and I have to find out the answers. That is input output. Okay, cubes. Now cubes means this is not cube like 2 cube, 3 cube, ये cube नहीं है. Cubes means they will give you a cube, right? And they will tell you that if this is painted, right? इसको paint कर रहे हो, then इसको cut कर रहे हो. Then how many smaller pieces? So suppose if I cut this, right? If I cut this like this. So suppose if I remove this one cube, ये particular cube मैंने निकाला, right? Then how many surfaces of this will be painted? Corner वाला cube अगर मैंने निकाला, then how many surfaces will be painted? So those types of question in cubes and dice. Clear? Dice again you have in permutation combination, but that is probability wala permutation combination wala dice that you might be knowing because most of you are engineering students. So PNC kiya hoga, right? So this is all about reasoning.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Ma'am, we have a shortage of time. Can you tell me tell us the fees for this training program, online and offline, to the students?
Fees, actually, Raghvendra, can you communicate to them?
Yes, sir, sure. So for the fees part and everything, I'll communicate with the student. See, if you talk about the fees part, sir, actually, the entire coaching, we will discuss it and I'll inform the student once I get the email. I'll have a word with them via WhatsApp or maybe by calling. I can inform them, sir. Hello.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Hello,
sir.
Sir, I'll do one thing. I'll share my contact number. They can call me and I'll tell the fees part and everything.
Yeah, I will share the contact number at the end.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
students will not contact you. Only we placement coordinators will contact you.
No problem, sir. I'll provide the feeds information to you. Okay.
You prepare your program details in one PDF, including the fees,
Sure.
and then send it to me. Okay, then I will
No
share with
problem.
all the students. Okay,
Chalega,
content
theek hai, I'll do that.
of your CRT program plus fees, online or offline.
Sure. No. Currently, though, everything is happening online only, though. But I'll share the fees part. No problem.
Okay. And
Okay.
ma'am,
Yeah.
you just can you conclude this session within 5 minutes now?
Okay. Actually, I was taking the questions only. Yeah, I will try to it. Okay, so somebody was asking
Okay.
about reasoning. Yeah, within 5 minutes, I will try. Okay.
5 minutes.
Yeah. Somebody was asking about reasoning. Is it clear what different types of questions are asked in different topics? Or do you have any other doubt in this? Okay, students, any other doubt? Or you want me to tell you about data interpretation or quant? Okay, I think they don't have any doubt. So we can, yeah. Any doubt? Anyone? Hello.
Hello, students. Anyone have any doubt? Hello, hall.
No doubts. I don't have any doubt.
Okay, fine. So I think we can wind up now.
So thank you so much for providing this opportunity, sir. Hello.
Thank you, sir, and thank you, Sushmita ma'am, for having this session.
Okay, sir. As you said, I'll share the PPT along with the price part and all, the fees part and all.
Hmm.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, sir.
okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you, sir, and thank you, madam.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you for your time. Thank you.
Ajay, sir.
Yes sir.
हा सर आता नेक्स्ट सेशन आपण घेऊ शकतो.
Yes, sir. I am calling the next speaker there, and he will join, and we will start it, sir. No problem.
ओके.
तुम्हाला ऍक्च्युली त्या मीटिंग मध्ये बोलतो तुम्ही करा सर, जॉईन करा, आता काही इश्यू नाही. विनय सर जॉईन करू शकता तुम्ही. ओके. सुदाम सर तुम्हाला इंट्रोड्यूस करतील.
Vinay sir, have you entered in the meeting, sir?
Dear students, we will shortly start the next session. In 1 minute only, another speaker will join, and they will brief you about the content from their side, and you are free to ask anything.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Vinay, sir, you are audible.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Just.
So, sir,
sh-
yeah. Please continue. Sorry.
Okay. Good morning, students. You have already listened two vendors. One was SmartWiz and the other one was Times. This is the third vendor we are trying to get in. Mr. Vinay Raikar of Campus Credential. He is already in the meeting. For Campus Credential is with Bharati Vidyapith College of Engineering since last 2 years, and they have taken care of all 6 branches. And more important, I would like to share the feedback of Campus Credential. Like we have good placement number for year 2019 -20. I mean the students who have passed in year 20. And there is one more batch 2021. That means the students who have passed in year 21. And right now you are doing it for 22. So we have good response as well as we have good inputs from Campus Credential. So Vinay sir will explore how he has planned the activity, and he will put his version about training and how he will complete the task, and how it would be useful for the students. So Vinay sir, it's all from your side now. You can have around 30 to 35 minutes with you. You can start the session. Students, listen carefully. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir, am my screen visible?
Yes, sir. It's quite visible, sir. Your audio visual are good.
Oh, thank you, sir. Okay, guys, quickly, without wasting a time, we'll understand what all we are doing. Before that, as a campus credential, I'll just introduce myself. My name is Vinay, and I'm heading this campus credential group. Okay. Basically, we started 14 years back, and my first client, as me as a person, I did my MBA from Kolkata. Before that, I worked in an IT company called Exaver, and before that, I'm actually not an engineer. Come from a commerce background, economics background, from SIS Science. Okay, my first job is an IT company. Fortunately, again, I'll tell you the same thing for even for my other colleagues, like for mechanical, civil, and everyone who really believe that IT company is especially for only for IT and all. It's really wrong. I'll tell you. IT company, unfortunately, the name is same, IT and IT branch and IT company, but it's nothing like that. Every department, every branches really have a job into a different specific domain in IT company itself. So please understand, I was in a functional consultant. I'll tell you in a brief, it's like out of 150 department, there is only one department called coding. Apart from that, all other departments are different, like functional consultant, SAP consultant, then Oracle, and then eventually you have corporate finance, etc. So just remove that myth out of it. That is one of the things which I just want to tell you. So before we just go ahead, about a brief from, as I mentioned, from last 14 years, we started this training with Thakur. Okay, and almost I can say that 90% of Bombay-based colleges, we are official partners. Take it any colleges, even now presently, RIT is going on. I'm talking about a present training which is going on. RIT is going on. Terna is going on. Okay, Father Ignal is starting, and Father Ignal Vashi is also starting, and then also, I'll tell you, Father Ignal Vashi will be starting with the Jan and the December and Jan. And then I'll tell you the NMMS whole group. NMMS has been done. The NMMS whole group is been starting. COAP is starting, and VIT Pune. PCCO is already done, and DY Patil Pune is going to start, and Pillai will be starting soon. Okay. At your end, I think almost all. If I take Harbour, take Datta Meghe, take Lokmanya, even you can take Indira Gandhi now for this year. And even you can take Mahatma Gandhi might be the planning because it's still on the process. But yes, Pillai College is always there every year. Tena is there, SIS is there. Okay, so it is like almost all this line. And apart from that, KJ Somya at Ukrande Sir, जिसमें both the campuses, Sabu Siddiqui, RGIT, or you can say Atharva, or possibly DJ Sangvi or NMMS, Father Regnal and San Francis eventually. So Vartak is our oldest client again. So almost St. John also. So almost all these people are represented. Non-associated, I'll tell you, Don Bosco to be clear, and Xavier's, because मेरा उनका pattern नहीं जमता है, ठीक है? They have a different pattern to go on. I have a different pattern to go on. So these two majorly campuses we are not working, but apart from that, almost all other campuses we are there. We have been official partner working with them, and we generally have output around 80 to 95% of 99% of people out. Okay, and one more biggest college you just missed it, PICT Pune, where we have average package of 18 lakhs and all. Okay, so let's start quickly. So we'll just take a look on aptitude, technical skills, life skills. We'll talk about company-specific training and online system videos and company-specific training, and then there's a company-specific test. So these are the major area which we'll be going to look at it. How we are going to look at it quickly. If you have any doubt, please just be alert. Just listen everything carefully, because I'll be a little bit rushing, so that I don't want to waste your time and all. Okay, I'll be to the point, straight to the point. Okay. So let's start with the first thing is called aptitude. Okay. And aptitude, first things comes is quantitative aptitude. Okay, guys, understand this. The level of aptitude. See, academic and aptitude ये दो अलग area है, ये दो अलग दुनिया है. Very clearly, I'll tell you. When I talk about academic and aptitude, I'll tell you 99% people fail in aptitude because of the wrong attitude towards aptitude. Number one. Okay. Number two, when I given CAT 3 times. My first CAT was 94.2, second was 98.9, and third was 99.8. So this was my CAT scores. I never got into IIM Ahmedabad. Okay, still. And the reason was different. I was not eligible to get into IIM Ahmedabad. That I got to know after like 2 attempts and all. But one thing which I thought about is about when we talk about aptitude is purely completely different than the academic. Okay. So what is the difference? So academic is a pure knowledge. It's like external knowledge, which we talk about, and aptitude is an internal knowledge. So यहाँ पे रट्टा मारना नहीं होता है, ठीक है? यहाँ पे सिर्फ knowledge समझ के भी मतलब नहीं बनता है. That's number 2. Techniques, shortcuts, ये जो words है ना, methods and all, are just to making a fool of it. See, I can tell you number of shortcuts because it's a numbers, right? It's a numbers play. So अगर मैं numbers में दूँ, but it is limited to only that question or only that topic. It's not universal. The first most important thing which I always believe is that you should be having a basics clear. ठीक है, अगर basics clear नहीं होता है तो कोई भी aptitude exam नहीं देख सकता है. Now, what level of aptitude exam we are going to cover? Let me be very clear to you. ठीक है, the level of aptitude exam what we are expecting is, see, CAT, XAT, IFT, ये 3 अलग aptitude exam है, ये एक जगह पे लीक आता है. Apart from that, what we are going to teach you, apart from that, GATE, इसमें GATE, defense, government exams, bank PO, even Maharashtra CET, NMAT, SNAP, all these things are going to covered in this aptitude exam. Very clearly, very clearly. So यहाँ पे CRT और कोई भी अलग aptitude exam नहीं होता, ठीक है? Basic एक ही 2 ही टाइप का aptitude exam होता है. Why that is the difference? I'll even tell you. अगर CAT 10 में है, तो we are going to learn 7. Now, why that is the difference? I'll tell you one thing. See, CAT में कैसा होता है? The 2-3 merge topic they asked within मतलब अगर समझो मैंने हार्मोनिक प्रोग्रेशन से मैंने टाइम एंड डिस्टेंस स्पीड सॉल्व किया तो दैट इज अ कैट लेवल. आई एम मर्जिंग 2-3 टॉपिक्स फॉर वन क्वेश्चन, ठीक है? बट इन एनमैट, स्नैप, सीईटी, गवर्नमेंट एग्जाम्स, गेट, एवरीथिंग, everywhere it is the same aptitude what we are going to do. So our aptitude level will be a little bit on a higher end. More than that, it will be start with the basics. That's what I am to make a point. So 3 levels of aptitude what we are going to cover is, number 1 is basics, the concepts what we are there. Second is methods, okay? Then you have practices, and then you have techniques. Now techniques will be there at the end of a time, because if you don't know the basics, technique you won't understand. बेसिक्स होने के बाद ही आपका यूज टू टेक्निक होता है जहां पे आपको करना होता है, ठीक है? तो दैट्स द 3 levels you have to be understand that there are 10 topics briefly what we have divided, okay? And if you're looking for CAT personally, then after this we move to like function graphs and all is going to add in a CAT, in log and function graphs is generally asked in the CAT. Otherwise all of the exam, even UPSC prelims also consists of this 10 topic, okay? We majorly focus on PNC, probability, numbers and all, because that's a really important topics, okay? And no one teacher is going to teach you all this. there are multiple faculties who have multiple domain specific knowledge are going to train on that. Okay, so that's number 2 is logical reasoning. Now, logical reasoning, I'll tell you one thing very clearly, guys, to you. Quantitative, we will going to invest. I'll tell you the hours also. But before we start with the logical reasoning, I'm going to tell you very clearly one thing, that is, we are going to more focus on data interpretation. We are going to more focus on verbal reasoning and puzzles. Okay. Eventually, we are going to support you with the videos over there, because see, understand this, logical reasoning have a 40 topics. ठीक है, अगर 40 टॉपिक्स हम लोग करने जाए, और देखो सिंपल टॉपिक्स होता है यार, कोई डायरेक्शन सेंस, ठीक है, कोडिंग डिकोडिंग, ये सब थोड़े सिंपल टॉपिक्स है. We are going to teach you almost all the topics, but the variations also, the practice also, we are going to give you a supported video for it. I'm again repeating, the sessions will be completely live. The extras video will be giving to you just to have a hands on it. Okay, so 18 or almost 12 to 18 hours we are going to invest in logical reasoning cases. Okay, so the next is the English. Now guys, listen carefully. English is one of the area which is, I really believe, it's really difficult. I'll tell you why it is difficult. Because here you can't judge it, or here you can't literally understand it कि यार मैं right हूँ या गलत हूँ. मैं आपको बताता हूँ कैसे. मैं आपको अगर आज English paper दे दूँ, if I tell you to solve the English, what will happen is you will solve the English depending on like it makes sense, it sounds right, it sounds good, it makes sense, etc. But trust me on one thing. If you solve in this way, अगर आपने ऐसे solve किया, it sounds good, it makes sense. Okay. My question is very simple to you. Okay. It's not about you have solving your question according to yourself or you are right or not. It should be right from the author point of view. देखो क्वांट में क्या होता है, आपको राइट रॉन्ग समझ में आता है क्योंकि आंसर एक ही होगा. इंग्लिश में नहीं समझ में आता, इसलिए इंग्लिश से भी प्रिपेयर करोगे ना तो कॉन्सेप्ट तो चाहिए. यू रियली रिक्वायर्ड अ ग्रेट टीचर्स, faculty to teach English. Isliye we have the Ajay Almeda, we have Palak ma'am, we have Ranjit sir. All these people come from NLP and GRE based directors. So those people will teach you English. Okay. So English में majorly 2 sections. One is for reading comprehension. Second is your verbal ability. Verbal ability में then you have tenses, grammars, parajumbles and para completion, etc. Okay. Reading comprehension is one part where it comes to the vocabulary. तो ये 2 अलग चीजें हैं. उसके लिए मैं अभी बता रहा हूँ गाइस, टेक अ बुक कॉल्ड वर्ड पावर मेड इजी फ्रॉम नॉमिन लिविस. प्लीज बाय दैट बुक फ्रॉम अमेजॉन. 100 रुपए का 150 रुपए का होगा, या कहाँ पे भी ले सकते हो, किसी को बताओ तो वर्ड पावर मेड इजी बाय नॉमिन लिविस. ठीक है, वो आपको आगे भी काम आएगा. जो व्हेन यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर कैट आल्सो, व्हेन यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर एनी अदर एग्जाम्स आल्सो इन फ्यूचर, यू पीपल विल बी रिक्वायरिंग दैट बुक. सो जस्ट कैरी दैट बुक विद यू. ठीक है, इट विल हेल्प यू. ठीक है. नाउ it is all about the aptitude. Apart from aptitude, we'll be going with the grooming sessions of effective resume. And now I'm going to help you. The above the percentage is called a rejection percentage. Like 25% we have purely rejection. Okay. In the resume writing, you have 30% in group discussion. Okay. Email writing, and then you have personal interview, and then you have competence etiquette. Now, let me tell you one thing very clearly over here. What we are going to do is we are going to fix a resume. Okay, we are going to talk about a resume. With resume, we are also going to teach you. Even personally, I'm going to teach you most probably the personal interview questions and everything attached to that. Okay, with the same group discussion level will be there. And if it is online, normally we'll be preferring group interviews. Okay, and with the personal interview. But normally this year and the last year, what we find it is mostly all people have gone with the personal interview itself and the group interview. There was no group discussion. Okay, but in future, if it is there, see, one thing is sure that we are going to make a changes depending on what the industry is going to ask you. And we already done this many times, because if you notice last time L&T have changed in the company structure within a span of a day, we have made the changes and we are given. I'll tell you the platform also where we are going to do it. Okay. So first we are going to start with the effective resume, group discussion. We are going to teach you on that, the levels and our practices. Email writing, essay writing is one of the area where 60% rejection is that, especially in the case of Capgemini, Cognizant, etc. Okay. So I want you to take care of that too. And then last is copy etiquettes. Okay. It's more about your dressing sense and everything. We will talk about your copy etiquettes, more about your cover letter writing, etc., which you people have to know about it, how to actually face even the interview when you're online. Okay. So that all things will be get covered in this. So then you have a company-specific training related to TCS, Capgemini, Accenture, Infy, Wipro. Apart from that, we are going to train you based on Birlasoft, Microsoft, JP Morgan, Adobe, and Amazon. So and etc. Basically, there are a lot of other companies, but majorly this will be company-specific training will be held in month of June and July, or the before companies comes in the campus. Okay, so that's we are going to do. In the hour wise, what we are going to talk about is quantitative. We are going to invest almost 30 hours. Please take care of it. Understand it might at 90% it will be increasing to around 42 to 42 hours depending on your space, how you are learning. Okay. So majorly it is not about what we teach, it's all about how we are able to adapt it and what you're able to do it. So that is one thing which will be taking care of. So might be definitely it's not going to reduce, it has to be getting on increasing level. Reasoning, as I mentioned, we are going to put it around 12 hours over here. And I already told you what are the areas we are going to take care of. Verbal is going to invest approximately 18 hours. Okay. And then we have a company specific training, adapting session, mock discussion, etc. Even person interview, group discussion, resume. Apart from that, we extra invest will be 22 hours, 20 hours an hour. Trust me, this is not an 80 hours. It will go 99 or 100%. Will be moving towards 100 hours plus because we will be starting training now, where initially we will be going to take your 60 hours of the aptitude, pure aptitude training. Apart from that, when we will be having a practice, then a doubt clearing session, and then you will be going with the grooming session, the life skills session, which we talked about, which include your person interview, group discussion, resume, essay writing, etc. And then you have a company specific training, which will be there from the month of June, July, August continuously. Okay. So briefing, it's more about over here is the aptitude which are part. With this, I just want to share you one more thing, guys. Over here, before we go to get into the another area, let me share you one more thing. Okay. Just can anyone just confirm me? Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Just a minute. Great. So this is our the website which you people will be getting the logins. Okay. The first thing I really want that we'll be having an evaluation test, and we also have a coding platform test. Okay. So if you notice, if you go to the plus station papers over here, okay. So you have Google, Musicma, CoCubes, and everything. It's like almost 641 papers will be there to you. And for example, I'll tell you one thing over here. Let me tell you this. Take the Capgemini paper also, and just a minute. Okay. Over here, if you notice, you have almost all the companies which are there with you. Okay. So even you take the Capgemini papers, so you'll be having a kind of almost approximately that what 5-6 papers. Apart from that, Sudoku test papers. Now, what is this and all? What I'm trying to make a point over here is the Sudoku has been just introduced last year. Okay, and everything, even on the practice sets, it will be introducing last year. So what we done is within a span of a day or two, we have introduced in our own system. So you be relaxed on the terms of, because we have a complete team which will be working towards it, where it will be working for the betterment of it, in the sense any changes in the industry will be adapted by us on the front end. Okay, so even on the LNT, if you notice over here, guys, over here we have almost like 10 approx test in mock test and the practice test. Now, if you have seen a change, you have been seeing 60 questions, and the mock test you'll be seeing a change of 40 questions. Okay, so now I'm just going to make this is the last moment change which happened with the LNT. Okay, so it's like once you've gone with this, you'll be understanding this. Apart from this, over here you have I can say whatever test you have attempted, you have 15-page detailed analysis report. Okay, then when I go to attempted test, let me tell you this. Take any of this test. Okay, take this one. Okay, so you have complete analysis where you're standing. Now you will be competing, like obviously you'll be a part with my almost 20,000 students across Mumbai and Pune. Okay, so your scores will be evaluating based on it. See, understand this. आपका जो competition होगा वो हमारे बच्चों के साथ ही होगा. So जो full time student है, तो approximately we have 20,000 approx students every year. ठीक है, अभी ही मेरा 15,000 के ऊपर हो गया. तो now the other colleges which are going to add it up. So you people are going to take the test with those kind of students जहाँ पे वो लोग ही place होने वाले हैं, वहाँ से ही जाएंगे. ठीक है, तो pure competition within the house only. कहाँ ना कहाँ. So understand this, realize this, कि eventually we'll be going to give you a complete solution over here with quantitative reasoning and everything. तो यहाँ पे जो platform है, आपको आपका पूरा analysis भी होगा, आपके पास यहाँ पे solutions clearly mention होगा, ठीक है, self-explanatory answers होंगे यहाँ पे, and then it's like any the new exam which is going to come up is like will be over here on this areas. ठीक है, कॉग्निजेंट, एमकैट, इन्फोसिस, ये सब एक्स्ट्रा एग्जाम्स हैं जो एडिशनल पेपर्स हम लोग जो डालेंगे. एंड देन दोस पीपल हु आर प्रिपेयरिंग नॉट ओनली फॉर दिस, also for technical like programming, also program MCQs are also covered into this. Okay, programming language, once you go, so PHP, Java, Python, C languages, Java, DBMS operating system, also you have the same under this. Okay, so it's a complete, eventually apart from replacement limit, AWS, AIMCAT, e-litmus, even if you move inside of AIMCAT, you have 223 tests. So almost it is around 641 tests will be there for you. Okay, so this is all about a platform, what we'll be having to you. And eventually people who are preparing for GATE and all, also we invite you for this because we'll be having almost all the exams under this one platform. Eventually, if you're moving for MBA entrance exam also, you can just type it up, any exam what you're planning for, just type it, anything. You want to go for Maharashtra MBA, let's take management exams, so you have almost all the management exams, CAT, ZAT, IFT, and MAT and all. Okay, so this is all about our platform. Let's move back to it. What are the things which we are planning? Okay, just confirm me, are you able to see the screen once? Guys? Can anyone just confirm me about you are able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You are able to see the PPT, what I have shared?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. So this is all about aptitude, which we just spoken about it, but there is one more area where we are going to teach you about the technical skills. It's your choice anyway, but I'll tell you one thing, over almost even the RAIT, what we are moving towards it, we are already doing technical, even Father this year is complete technical, even Terna on the other end is taking the technical part. The reason why almost all these colleges, even including the Thakur, okay, so we have over here in technical, I'll tell you one thing very clearly, it is sometimes comedy also, but then yes, I just want to make it this introduce. We have three divisions. One is general placement, one is dream offer, there's something called super dream offers. We actually plan for this three. Okay, but the guys understand this, all these colleges are compulsory. Okay, so we started from the second year itself, we start from the third year itself initially. As the NMM is, there's almost we have 900 students. Even RAIT we have almost 600 students. Okay, Thakur we have almost 600 students. So this all students are going with this compulsion. Okay, over here there's nothing called compulsion. Over here still we are going with the old process and the normal process which we generally happens to be in Bharati Vidyapith. But it's a purely a choice what you have to choose and not. Okay, that's it. Sometimes it's a great also, but yeah, sometimes it is something of stuck in the flow also. But I'll just inform you what all things are we going to do. Why technical training and why we are moving towards technical. So technical training, when we talk about it, let me be very clear to it. It's not based on the branches. So IT, comms, electronics के लिए ही है technical training, ऐसा नहीं है. यहाँ पे mechanical, civil and everyone is a part of the technical training. Okay, we call it as emerging area because देखो कोई भी area जाओ आगे जाके आपको emerging area में ये होने वाला ही है. अगर वो मैकेनिकल बच्चा भी हो तो कोर मैकेनिकल एक्चुअली कुछ बचा नहीं है भी नहीं, क्योंकि हर एक चीज कंप्यूटर्स और IoT बेस्ड ही है. ठीक है, एंड वहां पे भी बेस देखो, कल आईटी कंपनी डूबा भी ना, बट बेस तो कहाँ पे भी नहीं जाएगा, इसलिए वो डूबेगा ही नहीं, बिकॉज समवेयर डाउन द लाइन एवरीथिंग इज टेकन केयर बाय आईटी। इवन मैकेनिकल में भी सेकंड ईयर में पाइथन आ गया है। आपको एक सरप्राइजिंगली बताओ, जो सीबीएसई बेस्ड स्टूडेंट है हमारे, वो ऑलरेडी सी प्लस प्लस और पाइथन पढ़ के ही आ रहा है। यू शुड बी रियलाइजिंग दैट कि पीछे देखो एकेडमिक बच्चा कैसा पता है, एकेडमिक में जो चल रहा है ना वो हमारा बहुत पुराना है, ठीक है, बट एमर्जिंग टेक्नोलॉजी में ये बेस होगा, तो यू नीड टू बोर्ड द ट्रेन ऑन कॉल ऑफ एमर्जिंग टेक्नोलॉजी। आई ऑलवेज रिक्वेस्ट दिस, बट इट्स योर चॉइस। बट मैं आपको और एक चीज बताना चाहूंगा, मैं यहाँ पे आके माइक्रोसॉफ्ट सर्टिफिकेशन, या मैं आपको यहाँ पे आके कुछ जावा अलग से कर लो, सी प्लस प्लस अलग से कर लो, एडवांस जावा अलग से कर लो, पाइथन अलग से कर लो, डीबीएमएस अलग से कर लो, एल्गोरिथम मशीन लर्निंग अलग से करो, मैं ऐसा नहीं बोल रहा हूँ, ठीक है। What we prepared is a bucket of 80 hours where we take care of 4 things. One is Python, okay, purely for mechanical and everyone we consider as a Python because Python is the structure and it's more demanding in future. So Python के साथ we teach you DBMS, data structures, okay, and basically algorithms. So that is one thing which I just want to tell you. So it's a base of 4 modules. देखो अभी मैं first condition, अभी ऑलमोस्ट ऑल दिस कॉलेजेस ना, मैं आपको बताऊं, मेरा टारगेट होगा इन्फिटिक्यू। इन्फिटिक्यू जो मंथ पे आएगा अप्रैल में, ठीक है। इवन आई रिक्वेस्ट यू ऑल यू पीपल टू प्लीज प्लीज प्लीज, इवन इफ यू आर मैकेनिकल एंड ऑल, इन्फिटिक्यू का फॉर्म भरो, इन्फिटिक्यू का अप्लाई करो। बिकॉज देखो अगर 400 बच्चों के साथ अगर अप्लाई होता है ना, तो आपका कॉलेज एक एक्रीडेटेड माना जाएगा इन्फिटिक्यू के लिए, बट यू पीपल हैव टू गो विद द इन्फिटिक्यू प्लेटफॉर्म, ठीक है। So I'll tell you one thing. What is our strategy? मेरा strategy बहुत सिंपल है। ठाकुर में भी ना हमारा फर्स्ट गो में इन्फिटिक्यू में 150 बच्चे हो जाते हैं 600 में से, ठीक है। तो मेरे पास 450 बच्चे बच जाते हैं। 450 में भी देन एसेंशियल इन्फी में 200 तो ऐसे ही निकल जाते हैं इन्फी में। सेम आरईआईटी अगर आप देखोगे लास्ट ईयर का अभी का ही प्लेसमेंट देखोगे, मेरे 220 कॉग्निजेंट हो गए, ठीक है। तो वन गो में 220 हो गया, तो मैंने टीसीएस में अप्रोक्सीमेटली 175 तो आराम से हुआ है। Digital offers, which I'm saying in Western Maharashtra, we are more than 130 plus. It's approximately 140. Okay, then the other companies, वहाँ पे तो 100% placement है ही मेरा। Same with SIS, where we are training. This time newly we are doing in the Tena. So Tena also we are going to expect the same thing, and the same applies to fathering. हमारे बच्चे ही नहीं बचते वहाँ पे, ठीक है? Because that's what we require. अगर हम भी जो पढ़ा रहे हैं ना, तो यहाँ पे कॉम्स आईटी का जो होगा, जो भी बैचेस होंगे, वो will plan to get them into super dream offers, and at least a mechanical other background people should at least get the general placement. That's what the objective behind the technical skills is. Next thing which I just want to promise you about the technical is that it's a purely hands-on. मतलब यहाँ पे पीपीटी के वाइज सिखाया नहीं जाएगा। Those people who are going to teach you are the full stack developer. So they are not teacher like जैसा सीड और ये जो होता है ना कंपनीज जो बाहर ट्रेनिंग करता है, वहाँ पे टीचर्स होता है। ये लोग ऑलरेडी प्रोजेक्ट बेस पे काम कर रहे हो, तुमको प्रोजेक्ट बेस पे ही काम करना है, ठीक है। यू कैन शो इज एन इंटर्नशिप आल्सो साइमल्टेनियसली बिकॉज यू आर गोइंग टू वर्क ऑन द प्रोजेक्ट्स। अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट इट इज प्योरली हैंड्स ऑन। मतलब यहाँ पे आपको एक्चुअल प्रोजेक्ट में वी आर गोइंग टू यूज 4 प्लेटफॉर्म टू लर्न दिस टेक्नोलॉजीज, ऑल दोस टेक्नोलॉजीज, ठीक है। 15 आवर्स का ग्रुपिंग होता है। 4 प्लेटफॉर्म पे हमारा खुद का है कैंपस क्रेडेंशियल का प्लेटफॉर्म, ठीक है। प्लेटफॉर्म वी हैव अ मोर लाइक कोडिंग platform. Apart from that, we use HackerRank, HackerEarth, and we are official partner with CoderByte. So हम लोग authorized partners हैं CoderByte के, तो आपके टेस्ट CoderByte में होंगे, ठीक है। CoderByte is number 2 in the complete world, and it's a number 1 for the placement training. It's actually better than HackerRank, okay. And almost all the good companies use CoderByte, ठीक है। तो CoderByte platform पे है, and it's not available for individual, I believe, ठीक है। And then you have Google Kicks and InfiniQ platform. So almost 6 platforms we'll be using to go with the technical training. Okay, so that will also help you with any of the coding interview too. Okay, so IT के लिए अलग सा होगा concept which I given you. I will share with you because we don't have a lot of time. You can easily go through it. This, ठीक है, already shared this with your colleges. तो ये आप देख सकते हो बाद में। Object oriented program हो गया, inheritance हो गया, DBS हो गया, नो एसक्यूएल का हो गया, एडवांस डीबीएमएस, एडवांस एल्गोरिथम, everything will be covered in the lax use and all, everything, advanced ML including projects भी होंगे उसमें। I have given you clearly what all we are going to cover so that you people are knowing to it, and even I mentioned what all the projects and industry projects we are going to do it. So I don't want to invest a lot of time in this, okay? But one thing I can promise you, you can start with it. If you don't like it, you can back out within a day or 2 or 3. in technical also. That's my promise with you, because I am pretty sure that when I started with the technical 3 years back, today almost all, even including PICT colleges, we are doing technical. So there is a change in it. Okay, there is a change in the system. There is a level of changes. So fortunately, we are able to accept it and approach it and get it done. That is one thing which we are doing. Even we consider the product-based companies. For non-IT, the level will be different. The little bit of it will be more about Python, uh, even DBMS and all. Okay, but it will be more about sorting, binary search, heaps, graph. Advanced algorithm will be taken care of by this. Okay. Now, in this, I'll tell you one thing for like mechanical comms and civil and all. Mechanical, civil, electrical and all. You people, even instrumentation, any of the branches, be relaxed because we are going to take you from the basics. We are going to take you from the low level, but at the parallel round, you people have to adapt a change. You just can't be stagnant at one area. That is my request to you. But a batching will be completely different for IT comms and all, because they'll know a little bit base of it, so we don't have to work on that basics. But over here, we'll be going to work on the basics. That's the reason. But both will be hands-on. So it's nothing more of the teaching. It will be live. It will be hands-on, and you will be requiring your computer and the basic software, which will tell you to go with it. Okay. So the costing wise, both costing remain the same. Aptitude, life skills. Now, what all things are including this? Aptitude plus life skills, you include your first is training, 8 years of training. Apart from that, you have 641, more than 641 for mock tests. Apart from that, you have company specific training. Eventually, you have programming languages MCQ based in that. Technical training, you have material, obviously technical. Apart from that, you have coding platform access. You have 365 days technical coding challenge, which will be given to you and will be part of my 20,000 students who are going with the technical training. So it will be like the complete thing, and any changes, and you will be having a consistent doubt link session with the practices. So there are two versions of which we propose to, and that's what we are going to. In nutshell, what I just want to make a sure of it, this is you need to go with the, if you're planning, if you do it from here or anywhere, please make sure that you're very good with aptitude, with quantitative, reasoning, verbal, data interpretation, and in skills, you should be good at resume, group discussion, personal interview, and etiquette. In technical interview, please be sure about OOPS with Java, Python, database, or like data structures, programming fundamentals, you should be sure at it, and also in advanced algorithm, database, and data structuring. ठीक है, ये आपका होना जरूरी है, because this is what the company will always expect you. And 5 years, I'll tell you this, at least 5 years, you will be all will be updated in the market, at least when you go with this. Okay. And this are all our colleges with from MS Sabu Siddiqui with NMMS, Father Engel Bandra, Vashi, Shankar, Ram, RIT, which we call it, and again the same list of with KJ Somaya and Pune-based colleges. Okay, this year I'll tell you which college we are not working with it. One is Saraswati and second is AC Patil. AC Patil we are not approached, and Saraswati we have stopped training. Okay. Because of the management, nothing else. Okay. But then a lot other institute which is added on is RC Patel College of Engineering. You have Devgiri College of Aurangabad. You have Kopargaon. Kopargaon College is this. Yeah, क्या है वो? मैं भूल गया. अच्छा नाम है, संजीवनी College of Engineering is in Kopargaon, and RC Patel and SVKM Dhule. So these are the latest added on with what I say. Okay, apart from PICT, Pune, and all other colleges. Okay, so we created a history and all, but then yes, ये हमारे बच्चे रहे. Before the lockdown, I really love it because it was great training them. And this is my NGO where we been a part of. There are 90. When I actually started with the NGO, then the training part. Okay, so we really want to help it out with the team placement. You can just take a snap of it if you have any doubt, any questions. You can actually WhatsApp me. Both are my personal number and my email address. You can actually call me or WhatsApp me. Basically, do call me or just WhatsApp me whatever you doubt. We'll definitely I'll reply you back. So as I mentioned, if you have any doubts, you can just please open to me and tell me. If you have any other doubts, let me know. I hope I have cleared a lot of things. How we are going to go. Hello. Student, please be frank and please be open. Let us know if you have any other doubts and anything. whatever it is. कुछ भी doubts है तो पूछो about. See, you have materials के बारे में पूछो तो आपको बता देंगे कि क्या क्या materials हैं. आपने हमको बताया भी तो दिया है, but then apart from that also you are going to get a booklet from our side. It will be e-booklet now. And any other thing which you just want to ask me, you can be, please be open and ask me. If you doubts at all. I just request mechanical people and all the people, please understand this. Industry is changing. There is a lot of change, and especially mechanical people. Whatever you learn, whatever submissions are there, there are a lot of changing happening in the industry. So do adapt the changes, get into the market, understand it. There are a lot of opportunity. For example, if I even tell you that L&T has started taking mechanical people. If you notice, 2-3 years back, it was the highest place was IT companies was mechanical. Why? Because Volkswagen project, Merck project, BMW projects, all these projects required mechanical people. Why? Because you have to understand this. You people at least know basics of mechanical. If I teach you one of the technologies, which is actually not there in the academics and syllabus. See, you don't have to do coding, बच्चा. आपकी कोडिंग में कोई कंपनी जिंदा नहीं है. उनके पास ऑलरेडी लाइब्रेरी है, स्टैटिस्टिक्स है, सब कुछ है. सब कुछ बना रहता है. आपको कुछ करना नहीं रहता. Even IT people, trust me, you people are not going to go and develop something over there. Okay, it's you people are just going to work with whatever plan has happened 5 years back or 10 years back. आप उसको implement करने वाले हो और कुछ अलग करने वाले नहीं हो. Until unless you cleared with Code Vita. And the 20 lakh package and 30 lakh package where you there in the product based company for development. Okay, but for all other people who are going into general placement and normal placement, you people have to be relaxed with the coding part. There is nothing called coding and all. There are multiple different fields which they are going to make you learn. There, even I'll tell you my example. I was a function consultant. There is a business development role which is there. So as I mentioned, 150 out of that one is coding. Yeah. So don't try to label it out and please don't follow your seniors. You'll be crushed. ठीक है, जो एक तो कोविड वाले सीनियर तो बिल्कुल भी नहीं. ठीक है, वो तो ज्यादा हॉरिबल है. तो मैं आपको सिंपल बता दूं, पहले आप ट्राई करो, टेस्ट करो, नहीं समझे तो बात अलग है. स्टूपिडगिरी करके ना क्या होगा पता है, अगर आपको प्रिपेयर नहीं करोगे और आगे का प्लेसमेंट सीजन निकल गया, उसके बाद क्या होगा पता है, देन यू गो टू थाना वाशी अंधेरी इधर उधर जाके सर प्लेसमेंट है क्या, वो बोलेगा 20,000 का कोर्स करो, 25,000 का कोर्स करो, क्या क्या वो फालतू कैड कैम करो, ये करो वो करो करके टाइम पास करेंगे, and then you spoil your life and then you go for higher education. It's better you get into company. नहीं पसंद आया तो छोड़ दो. You try for your core also. And हमारे कॉलेज में ऐसा कोई रूल भी नहीं. ठाकुर ऐसा रूल नहीं है कि यार तुमने एक बार प्लेसमेंट दिया तो तुम अटक गए. ऐसा तो कुछ है भी नहीं. So why you worrying about all this fact? Apply it, get into it, start your career. रिक्शा का मीटर से चालू करो यार. And go ahead and see. अगर नहीं समझा तो देख लेते आगे ना. ऐसा नहीं होगा. But without trying, what I suggest is don't come to the conclusion. That's what my thing is. And you people know about what we are happening, what we are learning. You already know कि 2 साल से हमने क्या पढ़ाई किया. तुम खुद जानते हो अपने आप से. तो मेरा इतना ही रिक्वेस्ट है. It's not about please join me or all. ऐसा नहीं है. आप कहाँ से भी पढ़ो, बट पढ़ो. बिकॉज क्या पता है, अगर आप इंडस्ट्री रेडी नहीं रहोगे ना, देखो गाइस, अभी तक जो आप इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहे थे, ये किसके लिए कर रहे थे? ये आप कॉलेज में डिग्री के लिए कर रहे थे या कोई भी स्कूल के लिए कर रहे थे. बट अभी जो आप इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हो, मैंने टॉक अबाउट इन्वेस्टमेंट इज नॉट मनी. It's not only money, I'll tell you. It is about your time, your dedication, everything. My request to all you people is, first of all, get rid of 2 things. One is laziness, because laziness is going to kill you. Okay? And second is time span का planning. मतलब social media में ज़्यादा टाइम रहना, यहाँ वहाँ रहना, ये निकाल दो, because it creates negativity in you. Please understand, I'm not talking about मैं 2-3 साल का प्लानिंग नहीं बता रहा हूँ. मैं आपको आगे का सिर्फ 6 महीने का प्लानिंग बता रहा हूँ. आपको रियलिस्टिक बताऊँ ना, तो ऑलमोस्ट मेरे कॉलेजेस ऑलरेडी शुरू हो गए. वी आर जस्ट प्लानिंग ना, उनका शुरू हो गया, उनका प्रैक्टिसेस हो रहा है. अनफॉर्चुनेट बात क्या पता है कि जितने भी टॉप मोस्ट कॉलेजेस हम लोग जब बात करते हैं ना, उनका ऑलरेडी दे रहा 2 leap ahead in some of kind of training. अगर PICT ले रहा है, अगर VIT जा रहा है ट्रेनिंग, अगर RIT जा रहा है, तो there has to be some sense on it, right? ऐसा नहीं ना सब लोग फ्रॉड है, ऐसा नहीं कि सब लोग बेवकूफ बना रहे हैं, और ऐसा नहीं कि सब पैसा कमा रहे हैं, ऐसा नहीं होता है. What I am trying to tell you is a point over here is, guys, start, wake up, and this is 6 months. आपने जिसके लिए इंजीनियरिंग किया है, आप जिसके लिए मेहनत कर रहे हो, यही टाइम है आपको प्रूव ऑफ करने का. अगर आपके पास आप एलिजिबल नहीं हो तो इन्फिटीक्यू में एलिजिबिलिटी है ही नहीं, कोड विटा में एलिजिबिलिटी है ही नहीं, करो ना यार, मेहनत तो करो, प्रैक्टिस तो करो. कोई आपको रॉकेट साइंस है ही नहीं. इट्स द सेम प्रैक्टिस. मैं अभी आपको बोल रहा हूँ, इतने हम लोगों ने कितने लोगों को प्लेस किया रहेगा बताएगा. लास्ट ईयर ऑल्सो वी प्लेस्ड मोर देन 15,000 स्टूडेंट. मेरे को इतना मालूम है क्या, कोई रॉकेट साइंस है ही नहीं. ठीक है, कोई बड़ा डील नहीं है, बट देयर इज अ मेथड, देयर इज अ प्रोसेस, देयर इज अ स्टेप्स व्हिच यू पीपल हैव टू गो. अगर नहीं करोगे नहीं होगा यार, सिंपल बात है. नहीं करोगे तो कुछ ही नहीं आएगा, नहीं कर पाओगे. ठीक है. See, college everywhere is not going to come, and parents are not going to help in every step. You people have to realize it. Take a step. Again, if you're even planning for higher education, MBA कर रहे हो, boss, if you're not into top 10 of India, top 20 of India, MBA is a waste, pure waste. Nonsense है. Even if you're planning for GRE, make sure कि तुम्हारा फैमिली का स्टेबिलिटी कितना है, क्या है. लोन उठा के यहाँ उठा के जाना नहीं होता है, ये एटलीस्ट ये मार्केट में. तो अंडरस्टैंड इफ इवन यू आर इन्वेस्टिंग हायर ऑन अदर साइड. ठीक है. So this is my simple suggestion. If you like it, please take it. If you don't like it, ignore it. Okay. But then start doing, guys. Start doing it. You all have potentiality. बुरा ये बात का लगता है कि ठाकुर वाकुर में ना अगर आप जाओगे ना तो इनपुट क्वालिटी बहुत कम है, बट आउटपुट क्वालिटी आप देखोगे ना, then all of people are 9 pointers. Apart from 9 pointers, उनको सब कुछ आता है, वो लोग ऑलरेडी है, because there is what a pattern they are struggling behind it. They are practicing behind. और हम लोग बहुत टिपिकल है. तो कहाँ ना कहाँ वो चीज आप प्लीज ध्यान दो. एक सबसे बड़ा है लेजीनेस, आप निकाल दो. सब होशियार हो. योर जनरेशन इज रियली स्मार्ट. यू पीपल आर वेरी गुड. You really are good. You people really understand things. You people have all things with you. The only thing is not is called discipline. So somewhere थोड़ा discipline होना जरूरी है. So that is all from my side to you. So over to you guys. If you have any question, I won't speak now. आप ही बताओ कोई question है तो.
Sir, what's the cost?
I have already given you 2,500 for the whole aptitude, which include your online mock test, books, online ebooks, your training, everything, company specific, everything. Sab aa gaya. Technical, if you are planning to go for all 4 modules together, so मैंने आपको बोला 2,500, which including your coding practices, coding platform, everything. उसमें सब कुछ आ गया. You don't have to go with any other thing. इंटरव्यूज भी आ गए.
Okay, sir.
इसमें आपका इंटरव्यूज, रेज्यूमे बिल्डिंग, ग्रुप डिस्कशन, कॉर्पोरेट एटिकेट्स, ये भी आ गए. Any other question, guys?
So the training would be online or offline?
बच्चा फिलहाल के लिए तो ऑनलाइन है. वैसे प्रॉब्लम इज ऑल पीपल इफ दे आर गोइंग टू कम ऑन द ऑफलाइन मोड, इफ पीपल आर देयर, then we can plan for offline. But then
Okay, sir. And how long it would go for? Like 1 month?
see, I'll tell you. No. It's not like that. It will be an ongoing process. So initially, what we'll do is on the vacation period or the earliest period, if like we have a good registration, then even we can talk with the principal to get the academic dates for it. So initially, what will be my plan for aptitude at least will be that 60 hours I'll get it complete, because 60 hours में मेरा English, Quant और Reasoning खत्म हो जाएगा. उसके बाद we will be starting practices. प्रैक्टिस के बाद you'll be having the grooming session, जो हमने 20 hours का डिस्कस किया था, in the month of June. मई में होगा वो आपका एग्जाम होने के बाद. वो ग्रूमिंग सेशन के अटैच आपका होगा कंपनी स्पेसिफिक ट्रेनिंग. वो भी अंदाजा 20 hours का होगा. तो मैंने वही बोला ना, 60 + 20 + 20 जाएगा, which will be almost 100 hours. And in every weekend you'll be having a doubt clearing sessions.
What sessions will be having on weekends?
Doubt clearing sessions.
Okay, doubt clearing. Okay, sir. Got it.
तो प्रोसेस क्या पता है आपको, मैं फिर से रिपीट कर रहा हूँ. 60 hours will be now. We'll be having practices, and then you have grooming life skills sessions, including your resume, group discussion, personal interview, essay writing. Attached to it, you have 20 hours minimum company specific training attached to TCS, Capgemini, L&T, etc. तो वो मंथ ऑफ जून में होगा, क्योंकि तभी आएगा ना प्लेसमेंट. तभी अगर कुछ चेंजेस हुआ L&T में या कहाँ पे भी, तो हमारे में भी चेंजेस आएगा उसमें.
Right, sir. Sir, and 2,500 is like the final cost, and which is inclusive of all the trainings that you provide, right?
Yeah. I didn't really mention aptitude and the life skills. Huh?
Yes, sir. The technical also included.
No. Technical is 2,500 because again 80 hours training.
Okay, it's the separate 2,500.
See, total, if you notice, at the training will be approximately 180 hours. ठीक है, अगर आप aptitude plus technical जा रहे हो तो.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Any other question, guys? See, technical, we have a different team. We'll be having a full stack developer people. So you people can actually start with it within a day or 2 or 3. If you don't find it work, you can back it out. Not a problem. And actually, both way you can back it out within 2 days. Not a problem.
Sir, what are the course details for like technical?
I actually, मैंने आपको दिखाया था, दिखा नहीं क्या? मतलब I'll share with you. I have already shared with it.
Yes, sir.
in
Please share
details,
all the PPTs so that we can refer it afterwards.
Yeah, we already mailed to the college. I think I'll request placement team.
Yeah, please request them to share it.
I'll just forward it so they can forward in the group.
Okay, sir. It's vaishnavi@gmail.com. I'll just spell it. VASH.
Okay.
NWE@gmail.com.
Oh, you got this?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, sure. Fine. I have mailed it, the PDF.
Yes, sir. I'll just look into it.
Yeah. Any other doubts, guys? Ajay, sir, you're there?
Sir, I am there, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, tell me.
Another duty.
Yeah, okay.
For presentation. Hope students have and their students so that there will be one more vendor. So I think now so we can continue with the next vendor, last vendor of the day. So that's it for our side, sir. Thank you, sir.
Sir, should I log it off from my side?
Yes. Please, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. All the best and do wonders.
Okay.
All the best.
Thank you.
Hello, Nikam, sir.
Sir, yes, we can start with the last vendor.
Yes. I will just introduce Kamal ma'am from the Hermitage. Ma'am, please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Professor Nikam. Good afternoon, all our friends at Bharati Vidyapith. Joining me in today's presentation is also my teammate, Pramila. Pramila, unmute, please.
Good afternoon, friends.
All right. Now, what we are going to be talking to you about is the key to your providing you with a key to your dream companies. Okay. All of you have dreams. All of you want to today at this stage want to enter into your dream company. Some of you want to start an NGO of your own. Some of you want to start an enterprise of your own. Some of you may choose to go in for further studies as well. Now, whatever may be your option in life, what we want to share with you today is the key that's going to help you perform well in your careers and perform well in your whatever option you make today. I'm just trying to share the screen so that the presentation is also visible to you.
We can see, Kamal.
Can you see the presentation?
Yeah, now we
in
can.
the slideshow mode?
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Pramila. All right. Your key to that is the Hermitage Eagle program. Now, we have been successfully running this program for 3 consecutive years at the College of Engineering, Pune, and we have 1,000 Eagles out in industry already who have been mapping out excellent careers so far. Today, what we feel is, having seen the impact that the program has made on these 1,000 students, we felt that we wanted to extend the benefits to many more students. And that's why what we've done is we've now come out with the e-learning version of the Hermitage Eagle Campus to Corporate program. A little bit about this program. This is a certified program, which means you get a certificate of the Hermitage Eagle once you complete the program. And we call it an enhancement program because it enhances your net worth in the market. Pardon? I think I'm getting a little bit of disturbance here and there. Okay. This is a program which is specially designed for students. Now, instead of us telling you how successful the program has been, let us see that in the words of the then director of COEP when we started the program, Dr. Anil Sahasrabudhe, who is now the chairman of AICTE. Now, this is what Dr. Sahasrabudhe had to share. This is the first time, this was when our first batch of Eagle had passed out and was being offered for placement. This is what happened in the very first year itself. This is the first time in COEP history, and COEP is more than 100 years old, that I have completed placing all my students almost immediately as we started our placement season. We still have many more weeks to go, but we have no more students to offer. This is how Eagle prepared our students. And Anil, Dr. Sahasrapute was constantly involved in the program as well. And he also went on to clarify that Eagle is not just a communication skills program. It's a life skill development program. And it's the first of its kind in the country. Many in other colleges and institutes had started approaching COEP, and he felt that the program had become a role model for the colleges. It was amongst the best practices that he used to keep sharing at CII and at the college meets as well. So let me tell you what really is this Eagle program all about. To begin with, you need to understand that industry comes knocking at your door seeking engineering talent because they need new recruits. And they look for something in the new recruit, which is when it tells them, okay, this is the best fit for my organization. Let me pick this recruit. In this case, in the case of the Hermitage Eagle program, it was industry and academia who, along with us, designed this program. So we had 13 top companies, including companies from the Tata Group, including the Kirloskar Group, the Thermax Group, the Forbes Marshall Group, and a whole host of them, John Deere, etc., who contributed towards the design of this program and the running of the program. And therefore, since industry prepares you through the Hermitage Eagle program, they know exactly what to impart to you. Therefore, it gives you an edge when you have completed the Hermitage Eagle program, as we have already done with 1,000 lives out there. Each one of them having a glorious career, and we're very proud to say that we are in touch with all of them. Now, what exactly does this Hermitage Eagle program entail? How is it going to run? How long will it run? How will you access this program? What would be the investment for this program? Aren't all these questions jumping up in your mind already? Fine. Let me just share quickly with you that when you enroll for the Hermitage Eagle program, 6 enlightening and exciting modules will open up for you. We all want to win in life, isn't it? We all want to win constantly in life. And that's what Making Winning a Habit module is going to do for you. It's going to teach you how to make winning a constant habit. And the second module, Setting Our Sights High, is a module that tells you like to dream, please dream. Please see big dreams for yourself, because this module is going to provide you with time-tested tools which have been used again and again and have always been successful in showing you how you can make your dreams a reality in a definite or a defined time frame. The time frame you have to set for your dreams. And when industry comes knocking at the college's door, they also look out in the candidates for 3 important skills: sharp interpersonal skills, effective communication skills, and the ability to manage time gainfully. Now, we all communicate all the time, and we think we're very good at writing, at speaking, at face-to-face modes. But is it effective? And what really is effective? A whole host of exercises, etc., will clarify how do you communicate effectively in the Communicating Effective module. I feel I'm always punctual. I feel I'm always on time. But that is not managing time gainfully. How productive am I? How every minute of mine can be gainful to me and to my organization. That's what managing time gainfully is going to share with you. And these are methods and tools which you will not find anywhere else, because they're all been designed and developed by the Hermitage out of experience. And interpersonal skills are those skills you cannot do without in wherever life takes you. Sharp interpersonal skills. You reach out to people. Remember, the world moves on personal equations. And then when you come to the last module, the preparing for placement module, besides giving you tips on how do you make your resume such that even before you have come face to face with your interviewer, the interviewer is already sold to you. How do you dress for your interview? There's a dressing code, there's an etiquette which is different for different kinds of organizations. How will you prepare for that? How do you prepare yourself such that in the first 12 seconds itself of your interview, you have hooked the interviewer onto you? And can you steer the interview in a direction which you want the interviewer to follow? Yes, you can. And that's what preparing for placements is going to be sharing with you. So these are the 6 enlightening modules that you get when you enroll for the Hermitage Eagle program. Let's take a quick look at the methodology. Yes, you will have sharing by program faculty. The whole program is online. You will have sharing by program faculty. You'll have experts from industry. You'll have animated films, which we have specially made for you. There are a whole lot of role plays also, which we've put out there, which are again made specially for the e-learning version. And you'll see analysis of the role play will bring out a whole lot of learning. In fact, this program is packed with exercises, but everything is hands-on. Exercises, games, films, stories, sharing of experiences, films. The whole thing is fun-packed. So while you're having fun, you're actually learning. You won't even realize when the learning has happened, but the learning will sink in for sure. That's a guarantee for sure. Once you have completed the entire Hermitage Eagle program online, you win this coveted certificate for yourself. And why do we say coveted? Is because industry, those organizations which are already aware of the Hermitage Eagle program, actually start the entire placement program by asking you, please raise your hands, how many of you are Hermitage Eagles here? And the organizations which may not be aware of the Hermitage Eagle, the fact that you have placed it on your CV, that you have also successfully completed the Hermitage Eagle program, becomes your talking point, and you can steer the entire interview to saying that I've also successfully completed the Eagle program, which has prepared me or which has taken me through these 6 modes. And that's when it rings a bell for the interviewer that this candidate is ready for my organization. So that's how the certificate becomes a very coveted certificate from either side, industry as well as our Eagles. For the next 2.5 minutes, we'd like to share this very small clipping which we have put together, where you will see one of our Eagles speak to you about the program, and you will see how industry endorses this program. You'll have stalwarts from industry, none other than Mr. Shamal Gupta himself, a former director of Tata Sons Limited, Mr. Kirloskar, the chairman and managing director of Kirloskar Brothers, Mrs. Padamji, the chairperson of Thermex Global. They would speak to you for the next 2.5 minutes about the program. So let's take a quick look. We've been told that we have to limit our time with you for 20 minutes, and that's what we will do. But later, you're free to ask us whatever questions that may come up to your mind. All right, here's our clipping for you.
Kamal, there is no sound.
There's no sound?
Yeah.
Okay.
You may have to stop and share again with the sound.
Okay. Just excuse me for a second, please. Let me do stop sharing here with the sound screen. Okay, is it visible now?
Yeah, the screen is visible.
Okay, let me play and just let me know if the sound is also on, please.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
This
Yeah.
is Harsh Agarwal.
Thank you.
I was a part of
Thank
Eagle
you.
2013-14 batch, the first batch of Eagle at COEP. Currently, I've recently passed out from IIM Ahmedabad and working at McKinsey in the consulting domain. To talk about Eagle, well, I'll speak about the most important takeaway. It has helped us realize our inner potential, made us realize what all we can do, and it has actually helped us eliminate the fear of the corporate life. In college, we were really afraid to understand what exactly is corporate life about. Well, it is really very simple, and Eagle has actually made us realize that. It has helped us become a better human being, a better person in life, and that itself has helped us become a better person in the corporate life as well. Hope to see you all attend this program. All the best.
I'm delighted to see the Eagle program of Hermitage is gaining ground. It is contributing to the minds of the young professionals who hopefully will be a better citizen for the future. And this program, as I have seen when I was in College of Engineering Pune, is becoming very popular. And I'm sure it will make a mark on the society at large.
Engineers come to a company such as ours, we feel that there is a great need to get them quickly as possible, turn them into contributing members of the organization. And very often we find that there's a few things lacking between what they are, in whatever they are trained and what we need. So that maybe that practical aspect is missing, or maybe how an organization really works is also not known. I'm very happy with the way Eagle has progressed, and more because of the reactions of the students to the program itself.
Academics is not everything in life.
Yeah.
I think you have to really be a responsible member of society, because all of you are growing into people who are going to be the next generation. So how do you behave as a human being? How do you interrelate with other people? I think that's very, very important. So it's wonderful to have something like an Eagle program.
You want to strike it big in life, don't you? It all starts with small investments. So when we want to make it big, when we want to realize our dreams, we want to make those dreams a reality, obviously we need to make an investment. And when you make an investment, however small or big, when it is a good investment, it will always pay you off. So when it comes to the Hermitage Eagle program, the e-learning version is available at 1,600. But if you register in the next 48 hours, your investment is only 900 rupees and the program is yours to keep. The entire program is yours to keep. When more than 100 students enroll for the Hermitage Eagle program, you get 1 hour of interactive session with the Hermitage team also included in it. Okay. When you wish to enroll, please enroll at www.thehermitage.co.in. Click on e-learning or click on the Eagle program, and that will enable you to enroll for the program. That's it from our side. We are now open to any questions that you may have. Any questions? Am I audible and visible?
You are audible, Kamal. You are also visible. You can just, there is a black screen that is coming, so you may stop share also.
Stop share. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
This is better, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Pramila. Okay, friends, it's open to you. If you have any questions, any doubts, any more information that you want about the program, please feel free.
Kamal, do we want to cover that duration of the program?
Pramila, why don't you go ahead?
All right. So I think some students may want to know what's the duration of the program. So probably we can cover that as well.
The entire recorded part of the program runs for 3.5 hours. Now, like we said, it's all a practical program. It's all hands-on. There are a whole host of exercises, guided exercises, etc., that you will do. And therefore, all the exercise time, whatever time you take, will be extra. Otherwise, the recorded material is 3.5 hours. And we would suggest that you do one module at a time. Don't be in a rush to complete all the 6 modules at one go, because it has to sink in. So complete one module at a time, allow it to sink in before you get on to the second module.
Yes, thank you.
Any doubts, friends?
No, ma'am.
Everything is clear? Would you like us to hang up? Professor Nikam?
I think students are not having any doubt, so I think we can wind up now.
We can hang up now?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for this opportunity. All the best to all of you. Bye. We'll leave now. Thank
Bye.
you.
All the best to all the students. Bye.
Yeah. Nikam sir. Mongade sir. I think we are done, so we'll just send the feedback form to all students.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very
Manoj, sir.
much, students. Please share your feedbacks. The link will be sent to you. Thank you very much for joining.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.